I had a question of the congressman. Hi. I appreciate all your comments about diversification of energy and all of that. I heard you mention a couple times about jobs. I heard you say one project is going to create about 1,700, another project is going to create about 3,000. And as you, Madam, so eloquently talked about, the fact that we are #1 here in the United States in unemployment. When do you anticipate these jobs being available, these 4,000 jobs or however many? Because Nevadans are hurting.
No, I agree, and that's why the House has worked very hard to get a lot of these bills passed out that would open up the opportunities to continue to expand domestic energy production. A lot of it, you know, the plant that's planned down for Laughlin, and that's a local permitting process that needs to take place to get them online. The Crescent Dunes facility up in Tonopah, you know, all these things unfortunately take time because of the federal process of getting permitted, environmental impact statements. But we're working as fast and as hard as we can to expedite these permitting processes while making sure we ensure safety and don't shortchange environmental concerns as well. So, you know, the idea that you know, these estimates of jobs that will be created by these projects, it's a matter of the permitting process and getting these jobs, these plants online, and that's what we're hoping to do by passing some of the bills that we've passed out of the House and sent over to the Senate.
So is it going to be years?
Well, I don't know the exact completion dates for these projects that I mentioned today. I know some have completion dates scheduled for 2012 through 2014. But these are the long-term economic diversification jobs that I've mentioned today. Short-term jobs aren't going to come from these projects because they've got to go through the permitting process and ultimately be started.
Okay, thank you. So as a constituent, what is it that a constituent or everyday person can do on an activist level to speed this up?
Well, I think you need
this job creation.
Well, I think one thing is that you can write to the Senate, your senators, because we've passed bills out of the House and they're sitting in the Senate waiting for action. So let your senators know that they need to move these bills, especially ones that are going to create jobs. And the administration, you know, impact of EPA, BLM, Department of Energy. For these types of energy-related jobs, we've got to expedite the permitting process. And we've tried to do that with the 4 bills that I mentioned that we passed. They're sitting in the Senate waiting for action. So as an activist, I encourage you to contact the other House and ask them to start moving on some of these bills so we can get jobs moving.
Thank you.
Thank you.